Hi everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to Tara's Take. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel and to the family. If you want to join the family, please subscribe and hit like if you enjoy the video and feel inspired. If you are a part of my family and you are here every day with me, thank you so much for coming back and spending this Monday with me. So today we are going to put together some going back to basics, super simple faux envelope fold down pieces for our junk journals. I love those, and I find that they're really cute. They're fun to decorate. You can make them in any size, and you can use scraps. So that's what I've got. I've got my scrap drawer. As you can see, if I point the camera over here, I have my scrap drawer right there sitting next to me. So we're going to just have some fun and just pull out your scraps, your glue, your scissors, your bone folder if you have one. If you don't, just use your scissor handles. You know the drill if you've done this a minute. And just get some stuff to decorate with. And let's just enjoy ourselves, okay? So I want this side to be on the outside. This is some of that beautiful paper Pammy gave me in my Happy Mail, and you were with me when I opened it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not a measurer, as you well know, so I'm just going to take my two sides together and give myself just a little fold right here, and then I'm going to bring these down next into that fold. Okay, it's funny, this is actually not the easiest thing to do, is to get these little pieces to go exactly where you want them so that they're even. And I'm going to get my folder here, or my bone folder, I mean, and just press that in. Okay, now I want there to be a slight gap right here on the side, so I'm making sure that I have that by folding that down right here. And this is kind of the part that's hard to get that even, and I think the best way is to pinch those two sides together. But now that we're doing it, you can see that up here this line is, I don't know if you can see that. I've brought my phone down a little lower for me so I can see what you guys can see better. As you can see, this line being even on this side, okay, is fighting with me for this line to be straight, and then it's not leaving me as much of a gap as on this side. And that's what I was talking about. Even Natasha talks about that it's hard to get your two pieces to really sit straight. So you know what? I'm just not going to worry about it, and I'm going to go with it and just let it land where it lands and be okay with that, because otherwise I will be sitting here making myself a nervous wreck, and that isn't what crafting is about. So somehow I ended up with this on the inside. I didn't mean to, so I'm flipping this. I'm going to flip the whole thing. There. Now, that's how I wanted it, like that. Okay. So those lines won't even matter now anyway, because you can't see them. So we have our folds, and so what you're going to do is bring this up, okay, and meet your other ends, and then you've got like this adorable little envelope. Now on this one, because of the print, I am going to glue inside of here a piece of copy paper, probably for them to be able to write on. I don't know, this is kind of actually with pen and stuff, you could probably write on this paper. So I am going to glue my little corners down. You don't have to. You can leave them so they'll flip open. I kind of like them glued down more like an envelope. It is optional and totally up to the creator. So whatever you feel that you want for your faux envelope journal spot, you do it, okay? It's up to you. You know. It's like all of us tell you guys. You don't have to do it just like we're doing it. We're just inspiring you. We're just on here playing, having some fun in front of the camera, and hoping that we inspire someone and we get to hang out with some friends. So whatever you guys do is up to you. Do you remember me telling you I hurt my knuckle last week? So it felt a little better, and then yesterday, I don't know what I did, but now it's all swollen again and it hurts again. And when I try to squeeze my glue bottle, it is like hurting me. So that's why you see me kind of using my middle finger underneath. And this glue, come on. I know I've wow, it's really stuck. It's just like, there is definitely dried glue in the inside of this bottle. Oh, come on, T. There we go. There we go. I'm trying. I don't know if it'll work, if it'll last. Nope, there's a dry piece here that's going to fight with me. Let me try my other bottle and see if it'll work better. I haven't used them in a couple of days. I've been working on other stuff, so they're like, no, we're not going to work for you. So I came on today, despite how I was feeling. We are kind of, you know, going through a challenge, and I loaded all of our devotions this morning for the next week, for this week, and onto the channel, and I was like, you know what, it's time to live what you have been reading about and speaking to the girls. So yeah, so I got on and I decided I'm going to do my mask make video and hang out with my friends and cheer myself up, and hopefully if I could do it live, I would. I'm petrified to try to do a live video, only because I think I'm going to screw it up and I won't be able to see your comments. I don't know how to do all that, I'll be honest. I've been looking it up though, because I know that there's many of you who've wanted me to do a live video. But anyway, yeah, so I've just been kind of feeling a little bit low today because of what circumstances that are happening, and I was like, you know what? No, Tara, you're not going to keep doing this. Oh, I painted this flower the other day, and I was thinking it looks actually like these a lot. It would be a good way to close it if I could. Yeah, I could just glue this on and then have it so it's like a tuck. I think it's a little too big. Let me see. Let's see. Once I get it glued down, but then to bend it back, yeah. But oh my gosh, doesn't it go well? Look at that. It's perfect. That's funny. I was just practicing painting and did that. I'm looking in here inside my drawer. You know, I'll worry about the closure later. For right now, I'm gonna grab another piece. This one's kind of big, so I'm gonna trim it down a bit because it'll be too wide for my journals. Actually, this one might be too. I didn't think about it, but yeah, actually. I'll probably end up having to put it in sideways and have it like this. Yep, I didn't think about it. Well, it might also be able to be used as, what do you mean, Tara, what are you thinking? It can also probably be used as just like a floating faux envelope. And once I get the closure on there, then I can put that, yeah, I'm in a hon a lot, hon. I can't think of what I want to say. Once I put the closure on, I can just use it as a floater, and it can move around and be inside of a you know, another pocket or something. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nothing complicated. Told you, having a rough morning. I apologize. Okay. Let's see. All right. And again, I'm going to fold it down. And as you can see, this is super simple. I mean, it's not rocket science. These are really easy. That's another reason I did them, was because I really wanted something simple to do today. And let's see, can I get fold up? I want to make sure it'll fold twice. Yeah, it will. So yeah, I wanted to do something that was simple and fun and cute, but at the same time versatile and user-friendly for the person who has the journal. I keep talking about starting a new journal. I think I burned myself out a little bit at Christmas and Thanksgiving. And now I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to start a new journal. What do you guys think? What are some suggestions? I will not start anything until I hear from some of my friends. I have been thinking, I haven't done one in a while, of a hardcover made out of like a cereal box or something, or a cracker box, whatever, a hardcover collaged front, you know, kind of grungy journal. I really enjoyed that altered book I did and gave to my daughter, and I was thinking something along those lines. but with a full-blown junk journal, because I have tons of stuff made now that would look good in a in a hardcover, you know, thicker, chunkier journal. I have so much ephemera made right now. I'm actually thinking about putting it on in the shop as, you know, just to sell packs of it, because just random, you know, ephemera handmade by me that I just don't know what I'm going to do with. I've got so much. So, yeah. I don't know. I've seen other people do that. I've talked about it before too, but it's kind of a chore to me to get on there and upload stuff. Taking all the pictures and getting things together. I do have some really cute gift bags that I got at Hobby Lobby last year that would look adorable to have the ephemera packed in. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. One of you asked me how I'm storing all this ephemera I'm making, and I was laughing because I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to do a video and show you guys how I'm storing stuff, because it's pretty funny. It's a mess. Let's put it that way. I'm looking through my box here to see, tell me that's not the only long pieces I have. That would be funny. Let's do a couple of these green ones. I like this green. And this one is kind of cool looking. So let's do that. There we go. Okay. Just bring that down to the center as best you can. Okay. This will be a littler one, which I like them in all different sizes. I like to tuck these inside of the journal too, so they're just fun to have, and it's a great hidey hole space for, you know, we did those little squares last week, and those were a hidden journal space. It's the same thing with these. They're just a great, you know, when you have overlap like that, if you're using your scraps and it's uneven, just trim it off. Not a big deal. Just go in there and trim that puppy off, and you've got another one. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, I just really like these. I always have. Okay. Did I glue that one down? I don't think I did I? I just kind of left it. And one thing I've noticed doing these, the paper will move on you if you're not careful. So, yeah, just keep Courtney and I in your prayers. I cannot go into it on the channel like a big talk about what's going on, but it's to do with his boss, and his boss has basically done him in really bad, and is not willing, thus far has not even acknowledged Courtney requesting him to talk about it or anything. So we're praying, and I'm asking my friends, my prayer warriors, please be lifting up my husband, because he is a good and honest man, and he loves the Lord, and he cares about Ron, his boss, and doesn't, you know, has avoided trying to really bust Ron for what he didn't realize exactly what was coming. But, you know, there were signs that Ron was doing sneaky stuff, but now it's impacting us. And, you know, before it was just impacting other people, and we just kept praying for him, you know, but now he's actually impacting us, and it, you know, I don't know, but Courtney may end up having to quit his job and go somewhere else, because, you know, it's turning out to not be a good thing unless the Lord answers our prayer. Praise God. And I pray that Ron will have an open heart. That's our only prayer, is that he'll do the right thing, you know. And so, like I said, I can't go into it deep right now. Maybe after the fact, when things have kind of settled down, I'll talk about it. But just know that I could use your prayers really really would covet your prayers and appreciate them greatly. I'm going to go ahead and do some distressing on this one really quick. I love this paper, and I am going to trim off. I mean, I could glue some, I could glue some of the coffee dyed paper to it as well, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I'm just going to do a little brown on the inside of this and kind of give it, an old look. I think that'll be good enough. I'm going to grab a drink of my drink here. I'm getting kind of thirsty. Yeah, I was going to make another project today, but I need to pull some papers for it or print some out or whatever. I'm not sure. It's really cute, and it's a little flip booklet that I think you guys will like. And maybe by next Monday, I hope, I'll have it prepared. I started to do a video with it, and then I changed my mind because of the fact that, let's put this here. Because of the fact that I just didn't have the right papers out here with me, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do it or not. I'm going to pull back. There we go. I think I was out of frame, and I'm so sorry if I was. Please forgive me. But yeah, so what did everybody do this weekend? Did you do anything fun with the fam? With any friends? I know the Super Bowl was yesterday, but of course I'm filming this on Friday, so I do not know the outcome. And the Super Bowl was played here in Arizona. Woohoo! We got to be the stars of the show this year. Little old Arizona and their big spaceship of a stadium. That's what we call the stadium. The spaceship. It looks like a spaceship. I'm not kidding. Look it up online. Seriously, it's in Glendale. It's the stadium that's in Glendale. We have a couple of stadiums here, but that's the only. That's the one that the football teams use. The one that the baseball teams use. The one that's downtown, and I think that one was purchased by the casino, the Walking Stick Casino. I think it's the Walking Stick Stadium now, or something like that. I used to, when I worked downtown, it was known as the Bob, because it was bought by, oh gosh, I can't think who bought it, but yeah, it's had all kinds of names just depending on who owns it, so it changes all the time. And yeah, I used to live right down the road from the spaceship stadium. I saw it every day when I leave for work, and it is huge, big silver. Literally looks like spaceship. So I'm not exaggerating. Seriously, you gotta look it up. You'll see. I know there are Googlers out there like me. You'll be like, oh, I gotta see this image if you've never seen it before. It's cool though. It's massive. There's a whole complex over there. It's like a mall. I've gone to dinner multiple times over there. There's a hotel, a really big hotel. A Radisson, I believe. Yeah, big Radisson hotel. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Let me see. I have got so many scraps, and then I realized compared to some people, I have like none. I mean, I've got like very little compared to others, because I've seen some people. I like this paper. Oh, in figures, it's not done. I love this paper though. Ugh. I don't feel like sitting here and doing the whole, this one's done. I like this paper too. But I've seen some people online who, like Pam, oh my gosh, she's got it in garbage bags. Just huge, massive garbage bags full of scraps. It's so funny. And I don't know if I'll ever save enough scraps to have that many. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I will ever have that kind of room. I'm believing the Lord for that kind of room. I want to have that kind of room to be able to store my scraps if I need them, or if I have them to keep. Now this one, I did not get it in the center, so I'm going to have a gap, but I'm not going to worry about it. I just want it to be as even as possible. It's not a big deal. It's just going to be a little journaling spot. You know, the fun thing with these is that you can, if you make them a little bit bigger, yeah, I mean, even small ones, but you can decorate them really cute, you know. And then they've just got all this paper to write on, which is the best. So I'm going to bring this one like that. Okay. So I tried to post the other day a video on my Instagram with one of my journals, one of my prayer journals. I already have a video on here of it. And I thought, you know, I'm going to put this out on Instagram because I really want my journals to sell. And so I was like, I'm going to advertise. Well, I tried to put it on there, and it's telling me that I need this certain app to be able to upload it. And I go into the app store, and there's like 5 different apps that say they do this, and I'm looking at it going, okay, and they all say Instagram, and they all say, I'm like, okay, which one do I put on my phone? I don't want to just willy-nilly be putting stuff on my phone. I'm like, sheesh, you know, so I haven't done it yet. Because right now, if you don't have that, IGTV is what it's called. If you don't have that, then you can only post videos up to 60 seconds. Which, of course, that's not going to show my whole, you know, that's not going to show my little journal. So, okay, let me see here. What do I got? I like using the thinner paper if possible, too, for these. I used a few pieces that were thicker, but for the most part, I think the thinner paper does well for them. This is fun paper I had dyed eons ago. It's almost like a handmade paper. You know, but it's not. I'm going to fold it and tear it here. Because I don't want the width of the whole thing. Where did my ruler go? Here it is. And then this morning I was watching, as I was uploading stuff, because I was on my computer too. I can't actually, oh, this is hard to tear. This is very hard to tear. I can't actually upload and like record at the same time or do any of that. And so I was just kind of watching shorts as I was waiting for things to upload. And I watched this video. I had seen it years ago, and I decided, because a short of Michael Jackson came up, and it was talking about, I don't remember what, but it just made me remember a video I had seen by him, or about him years ago. And it was about the day that he renounced, or really put Sony on blast. And it's still on YouTube, which shocked me. I couldn't believe it. It was filmed back in October, or no, right before his death. And somebody posted it in October of 09, which he passed away in June or July of 09. And yeah, he literally puts Sony, the record company, on blast, and Matola, whatever his name is, the guy who was the president at the time, and he calls him out. I mean, Michael was actually pretty brave to do what he did. He said, you know, they have been screwing with artists and people forever. And he said, I'm finally one box set, 2 songs away from not owing them anything. And I have now the owner of half of Sony. He had bought them out almost. And they were furious with him. And you know, doesn't it just, I'm sorry, I'm not a conspiracy theorist who sits around thinking of things to be, you know, like, ooh, you know. But I just have to, again, and when I saw it the first time, I was like, that is so questionable. This paper is so crooked. But I was like, it's so questionable that he died right after this. I mean, he passed away literally not, I don't know how long it was, but it was very, very short time after that video was done. And he really got up there and he told the truth. He said, this guy is the devil, and dealing with Sony Records is like dealing with the with demons. I mean, he was blunt. It was like freaky. If you ever interested in seeing it, just look up Michael Jackson Sony, and it'll pop up. But yeah, I couldn't believe it was still on there. I was surprised. I really thought it wouldn't be, because I saw it when it was first put out. Like I said back in 08 or 09. I mean, oh, this is a cute paper. Look, oh, bummer, it's not dyed, but you know what I'm gonna do really quick, and then I'll let it dry, and then I'll do it. I'm gonna just throw some, oh look, it looks like I had already started to do it with this one. That's fun. Not today either, so it was a long time ago. I am wetting this with some coffee dye in just a spray bottle from Walmart, okay? 99 cents, and yeah. I'm just wetting it here by my garbage can. I know I'm out of camera, sorry. It's just, I don't want to get the coffee all over my desk. I'll do it here for you so you can see. See? And I'm just going to let that dry over here. And I'll do another one. It'll probably dry pretty quick. Let's see here. I probably didn't finish doing it because it was white on the inside, more than likely, and I just didn't dye it back then. Oh, I love this paper. Let's try one of these. This is thicker paper, but it's so much fun. Let's see, what have we got? Ooh, nice. Those three. I think that'll be it. What time is it? Oh, we're only at 26 minutes. See how fast these are? It's like, boom. Okay. And when you're done, you've got tons of little pieces of ephemera to put in your journal and tons of journaling space. So, yeah. I don't even know who came up with these. The first time I ever saw them done was with Natasha, I think. Back when I first started doing journals, you know. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure she was the first person I ever saw do it. I remember her talking about how hard it is to actually get this squared so that you get an even fold here. I rarely get an even fold right here, so I just really don't worry about it. I mean, if it's super bad, I figure out a way to fix it, but for the most part, I just don't worry about it. Now, this one's going to have sideways writing, and that's okay. It's okay. There we go. And I don't have to do anything on the inside of these, simply because this paper is buffed and it's blank. These are like the perfect ones to do, I think. Other than the thickness of this is that haberdashery one, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. I have two of them. One is almost torn apart and gone, and the second one I kind of am hoarding a little bit. Because, I mean, they're not cheap unless you get them on sale. And now Hobby Lobby's not really doing their paper pads on 50%. They're doing them at 40% for the most part. So, you know, not as good a deal as it was. I mean, it's their way of not having to, I know it's their way of not having to raise the prices is by lowering the percentage we're getting off. But it's a bummer because it was fun to get 50% off whenever you went in there, right? I mean, they still do it, but now it's, I don't know. And then you never know what's on sale anymore. It used to be that they had the coupons, and then they stopped doing the coupons, and it was just like all the sales were posted, and it was always the same sales every week. At least it wasn't my Hobby Lobby, because I could go on one week and get threads and ribbons and stuff like that, and on another week and paper, and then on another week get inks and, you know, stamp pads and all this stuff. It was always the same. Well, now it's not. They changed it. So you never really know what mix they're going to do. They're doing it all over the place. I find that annoying. I'm like, come on, you guys, you were predictable before, and it was nice. You could gauge your shopping trip. And for me, coming into town from way out in, you know, Timbuktu, that was a nice thing. Yeah. So anyway. But it is what it is, right? And then I talked to one of the cashiers, and she was telling me, yeah, I hate it too. They don't even tell us what they're putting on sale until the last second now. So, like, they don't have any real forewarning about what's going on sale. Because I asked her about something, she goes, I don't know. They're not telling us anymore ahead of time. So I really can't say. And I thought that was a bummer. It's like, yeah, we can't even answer the customer's questions because we don't know either. So now I think I went a little high on my fold on this one. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's gonna make it, but just. Okay. You know, the other thing about, I was going to say about Michael Jackson, one of the other videos I watched, he was talking about the injustice of how the music industry treats artists, and also how they, especially African American artists. And he was saying that black artists are treated, you know, even more despicable than others, but all of them are. He said it's bad for everybody, but even worse for African Americans. And you know, I was thinking about him, and then I was thinking about what I heard, the videos that I heard Twitch doing right before he died, and he was talking about the injustice of what's going on within the African American community, you know, and it was really weighing on his heart that there was so many people who had died unjustly and no one was doing anything about it. That was the one thing, I don't know, and it struck me today. I'm like, it's interesting that as soon as people start to lift up, you know, they start to say anything to make a change in our society, or they really make a stink, you know, and raise their voice, all of a sudden they killed themselves, or all of a sudden they had a heart attack, or all of a sudden they died. You know? I mean, come on. It's kind of like, makes you wonder if there isn't some truth to what's being said about conspiracy against them, you know? It's like Kanye West. He's one that he's been blasting Sony and different companies and different artists and stuff lately. And I've read a few articles. He's, you know, said, and people are trying to say he's crazy and he's this and he's that. And it's like, well, is he? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's not so crazy. You know, I'm going to bring this one down even lower and just kind of get a little, that way if I do, what you find, and I'm sure if you're making these with me, you've already seen it, when you fold it up, if you do end up not going quite as high here, it'll still come underneath those flaps. Because if it doesn't, it kind of looks weird, you know? You see that? So it needs to be up underneath. So yeah. Just a thought. And then you also need to make sure that you're not going too high, because then your little flap at the top could actually come, I've done that many times, could actually come down farther than your fold. So yeah, those are things you want to think about when you're making these. It's funny, I have all these straight edges, and no matter how straight I go, it still looks crooked to me. Yeah, there we go. That one's cute. I really like that one. I love this paper so much. Okay. All right. It's funny too, because when I first saw this paper, this particular page, I didn't think I liked it. And then it grew on me. Now, another thing you can do at this point, you can leave this as a journaling space. You can also create a little pocket. So I think I'll do that on one of them so that you can see that in action. Not a big deal. Stick down some glue and voila, you have a pocket. You guys know. But if you are new to this and you haven't seen this before, then it's like, ooh, cool. So, yes, I've watched so many people and I'm like, yeah, we have to kind of make these videos under the assumption that the people watching us don't necessarily know what we're going to do or haven't seen it, you know. And then you can also, at this point, many of you have probably already been like, Tara, are you going to put a thumb hole? Yes, I am. So you're going to put your thumb hole here, get this as centered as you can. You got little arrows on the front and on the sides of your punch. Okay, so now we have a thumb hole. Oops, sorry guys. So you can tell that it's a pocket. Okay, did I open that up? No, it's good. Okay, so there we go. There's that one. How many have we done? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, 10 already. Very cool. We got some cute little ones. We got a couple of medium size. Here's another little one, middle one, medium, large, and then these mediums. So I think I'm going to grab this paper, see if it's dry enough. It's still pretty wet. I bet it'll fold though. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Watch me rip the paper. It's okay. This paper has already been folded on this, so technically I am just refolding what's already been done. Okay, so we're good on that. And oh, and Cordy and I on Monday of this week, because like I said, this is last Friday for me and Monday, the new Monday for you guys. We started Weight Watchers, and I have lost 4 pounds. It's Friday, so I started on a Monday, and Courtney has lost 4 pounds. Very exciting stuff. Yay, we're counting points. And for the first time, I can honestly say, for the very first time, he is not doing this for me per se because of my health. He's doing it because baby has put on some pounds, and he's like, I have never weighed this much. He was kind of a chubby kid when he was a little boy. Oh, I forgot to do this then. But he was never, you know, as big as he is right now. And he's like, this is not going to fly. So he is on board. Do you know what he ate with me for dinner last night, you guys? We ate turkey burgers on lettuce buns. Well, actually on a bed of lettuce, and then tomato and onion on top, cauliflower on the side, steamed cauliflower on the side. And we had the mustard and some light mayo and salt, pepper, and he was eating it with a fork and a knife. I was so proud of him. And at the end, he's like, okay, I'm going to pick up this burger. You know, I'm going to pick it up in the lettuce. So he was using it like a bun, and he was all for it. Now, a year, maybe, I don't know, not even a year ago. It's been probably about 9 months ago. I was eating the very same thing, and he was like, not for me. I just want my bread. I want my bread. There's that one. So yeah, he's on board. So do you know how nice it is to have my husband be like right there with me, and I don't have to worry about, you know, cooking differently and all of that, because he's totally on board. It's a blessing, let me tell you what. I kind of think I wouldn't mind making this an envelope, like, you know. Oh, I just noticed my flowers are upside down. You can't really tell when it's closed, right? See? But when you open it, you can't. That's funny. Should I put paper in here for them to write on? I kind of think with an ink pen, you'll be able to see it, you know? But it would look pretty with some coffee dyed paper on here. Let me see. What do I have? What do I have over here? I have some tea dyed paper right next to me. Oh no, this is coffee. I used coffee on these. And I could do it like that. Actually, yeah, just doing it in half should do the trick. And it'll kind of be framed by the red. Yeah, I think I'll try that. Okay, so. All right. This is one of those times that I am going to, because of the paper, I'm going to use my glue stick. Ugh, I hate when I do that. I tore it. Getting all crazy over here. Not really. I just not as careful as I should have been. There. So I'm going to bring out a glue page. Now, I remember the first time I ever heard anybody say a glue page, I was like, what are they talking about, a glue page? What I mean by that, just in case you are new, is it's a page out of a book that I don't care if I get glue all over it, and it's going to be what I hold my other paper down on, so when I go over, which obviously I need 2 of them because this paper's too big, but I'll get the glue on here instead of my surface, okay? I just thought I'd tell you that. I don't know. I felt like maybe there was somebody out there in the audience like me who didn't know that. Because I didn't know. I was like, what in the world is she talking about? I think I heard Gail call it that. And it was either Gail or Pam. And I think it was Gail. And I was like, what are you you talking about? What's a glue page? And it took me a minute to really realize what she meant. Now, if everybody else out there is much quicker witted than me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I love you guys. Praise God. I feel a little bit better just being on here chit-chatting and talking to you guys. It was funny, you know, I really felt like this morning under attack, and I was telling the Lord, Cordy got up really early because he couldn't sleep, and he was telling me the stuff that he had found online about the situation and what, you know, it could mean for us and stuff. And I went in the bathroom and I said, boy, Lord, talk about getting to live what you've been preaching, like right in my face, you know. And I thought it was funny too, ironically funny, how the enemy tries to come in and steal. You know, right when Courtney and I began, 3 weeks ago, we decided on going to this church and we started tithing, okay? And we're tithing above and beyond our 10%. And for those of you who are believers, and you know what I'm talking about, you know, some may not know what I mean, but the Bible tells us that we are to tithe 10% and then give offerings above and beyond, you know, as we propose in our heart. And so the Lord tells me to test. It's the only place in the Bible where God says, test me in this and see if I don't pour out such a financial blessing upon you that you cannot contain it, that I will pour it into your bosom and you won't even be able to contain the blessing. And I've seen God do this for me in my life. I've had times in my life where I've tithed and the Lord it's come back to me 100-fold. And I told, you know, him, I said, isn't it interesting how all of a sudden we're tithing and now all this happens, you know? So God is good though, and he is in control. And just like I've told you guys over and over in our Bible studies and stuff, I'm trusting in him. I'm going to trust in him that he is in control of it. I'm glad I did that. That looks nice. Check it out. See? That's much better, right? They'll have a nice coffee dyed spot to draw, or to not draw. Well, maybe draw, but to write on. So yeah, I'm going to bring it back in just a little. I think I went out too far. Come on. My phone. There we go. So I have that one, and now I'm trying to decide which one I would like to decorate. I think it's going to be one of these, but let me see. What time is it? Yeah, it's time to decorate. So they're so cute. These will look good in something grungy, huh? Okay. What do I have over here with me? And that will kind of guide me a little bit. I have, let's see, you're beautiful. I have this. I had stamped this onto a piece of, one of you sent me, I believe it was possibly Deanne, or I'm trying to remember which one I got this from. Was it you, Pammy? I don't think it was. I'm trying to think. One of you sent me these rolls, a roll of these little sticker, and it's just, here, I have it right here. And I love it. I think it was Deanne sent it to me. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But it just tears off in these little sections, and it's just little washi labels, and they're so cute. And so I used this one and made it onto a piece of coffee dyed paper. I was thinking I could put that on here. That'd be kind of cute. And then I'm looking at my peeps, my pictures. Oh, this one's pretty. Maybe I could use that. I have all these. I believe they're from Louise Heinzel's shop, and I think they're just cigarette cards. Yeah, they're cigarette cards. And of these ladies. Aren't they pretty? And I was thinking I could probably fussy cut one out small enough. I'm going to give it a shot. You know, lately I've been doing this whole fussy cut of these pictures because I really like the idea of doing that. I got to watch it on this one because I can't see the lines very good. And I do not want to cut off her face or her hair. I'm bringing that really close into her eyelashes. Ooh. You can just, oh my gosh, you can just barely see the line of her face. I mean, it's not even visible, actually. I'm totally guessing, you guys. I might have to trim it up a little bit. And I don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try, because it's gonna have to be shorter, so I'm gonna bring it up to here and then come back around. I got it pretty close. I still need to trim a little bit around her face on this side. Yeah, it's so in the abstract right there on the side that you really cannot see. I'm gonna cut off her ear. No, don't cut off her ear. I was thinking of what we could do a video of making our own paper dolls and fussy cuts out of our little kits, you know, that we purchase. I'm gonna totally create a shoulder, and her face looks swollen. I'm thinking I need to bring that down a little bit. That's better. There we go. See? That was funny. But it does kind of curve around her forehead into her eye. I don't know. Does it look okay? I think she's so cute. Maybe I should have just torn that one. I don't know. What do you guys think? I wish you could talk to me. I'd love to hear from you right now. Don't do it, Tara. Don't do it. Yeah. I'm not going to use that. But I am going to use this piece as a closure, I think. And I'm going to just do something super simple on this one and use, where are my dolls? I'm looking for my paper dolls. I've got them here somewhere. I've got so much stuff, you guys. Here they are. I was thinking one of these would fit off to the side, you know. Let's see. No, they're a little too tall still. I'm thinking I want to use this as like, but I don't know if it's strong. Maybe I could just sturdy it up, right? All I gotta do is put it on top of something sturdier than it even. And then that way, this paper's super hard to tear, so this should be interesting. How long's it gonna take her? Dun, 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 okay, come on. And watch it be too small. I can already see it's too small. I really just want it to base behind it, so I guess it's fine. Right? I just want it to give it some more strength, because when I lay this, I want to use this one for the closure, and that takes it being a little bit stronger than this is just coffee dyed paper and washi tape, you know. So we are going to see what we come up with. Yep, it's too big, but that's okay. It's showing behind, which is fine. I'm good with that. And I am going to grab my dauber, and where's my ink? Or my oxide, whatever. And just darken this a bit. Get my grunge on. Okay. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to do it like that. Do I want it on this one or maybe on a different one? I don't know. Let's see. I think it'll be fine on here. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that, and I'm going to do like Tina showed us. I'm just going to put it so that it's fitting. I don't want it too high up, because then it'll be too hard to get this out, the tip. So I just want it like that, and then I'm going to flip it over, because I just want it to hold it down. Stop moving. And that lets me see where I need to put the glue, okay? So I don't go too high, because you don't want to go too high, and you don't want to go over too much, because then the glue will just, and the way I stop it from seeping toward that tip is I rub it into the paper, and then that way it's not going to like move when I press down on it. Okay, so there's that little guy. Now let me look here and see if, now one of her faces, oh, you know what though, I have the kids. I have some children that might look good. I could make it look like she's sitting on the sign. Nah. I know I've got other ones that are standing. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He just looks so cocky standing there. She's a little, is she too tall? No, she fits. There we go. I could put her. And then how about some flowers? That would be pretty. All right. Let's see here. We have some white. We have some pink. The blue. Would that blue look okay, or is it too bright? I mean, it is bright, but maybe the purple instead. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we are gonna put, I'm gonna put this little guy down first. Okay. And I usually, what I do with these is I will put one of my little beads on the inside, the tiny ones, so they don't make it stand up too high. Right here, like this. Okay. Well, if I can get it, I'm going to get my hot glue real quick and use that. I should have pulled that over here anyway. Okay. Just a dabble, do ya? Be careful not to burn your fingers. Okay. And then what I was thinking was to kind of, that little tiny string of glue is going to pull it all over my hand. I was thinking was to kind of just circle them a little bit with each other, you know, like so, so that you can still see the centerpiece. What color should we use for that one? How about a darker pink? Let's see, is that darker? Or is that the same? No, it's darker. Cool. Okay. And instead of doing that, I'm going to do it here, because that will be less painful for me in the long run. Ugh, the strings. Oh, the strings. I get up every morning and I turn on my hot glue gun, and do you know that for this is the first time I've used it. It's been on and on and on, and I just haven't been crafting very much. I've been doing a lot of creating on the computer. I've been doing a lot of typing of my friend's book, and I've been doing a lot of art journaling and like painting and stuff, and so I haven't really sat down and done like this, you know, except for the little bit I do with you guys on camera. And so I haven't used my glue gun. It's kind of weird. Now I do have lavender, yay. Oh, I'm gonna do it down here again, duh. And then just, oops, just put that there. There we go, there we go. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like. And pull that glue up a little bit. All right, and then on here, I'm gonna just go ahead and do my little vintagey thing I do. I love the brown effect, you all know that. If you haven't been here before, I love to make my paper dolls look like they're an old photograph, yellowed and brown. I don't like the white, black and white look as much. That reminds me, I actually got to talk to my uncle yesterday for the first time since 2008. So how many years is that? 12, 13, 14, 15 years. Yeah. Just life. No reason. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't darken the ground there for her. No real reason for us not to talk. Just life gets in the way, you know. And it's his ex-wife that passed away recently, my Aunt Vicky. They were married, and this is my mom's youngest brother. He's the only one left of the 4 kids, and so it was wonderful to hear his voice and talk to him. And yeah, I called his shop yesterday. It turns out he still owns his appliance shop. And left a message for him. And I guess I found out last night I spoke to his daughter-in-law, his stepson's wife. She manages his office for him. And yeah, he called me back. It was wonderful to hear his voice, his precious voice. So he was 12 years younger than my mom. His name's Danny. Sweet, sweet man. Well, they call him Dan. I call him Uncle Danny, you know, because that's what we called him in the fam. But yeah, so there we go. There is one of them decorated. I hope you like it. It's not super fancy. You know, I didn't go for over the top with it, but I think it's cute. I think I will add a little bling to the edges, you know, because it's me. And I feel the need to do that. I can't help myself. And it looks pretty on this paper too. So there we go. And I'm just going to kind of do the edges here. Now this will be glued into the journal for the most part. Like I said, you can put it in a pocket or whatever and let it be floating. You can pull it out because it's got the little closure on it. So it's not like, you know, it's going to be open. You don't have to put a closure on it. As it's pressed down in the book, it will stay down more. So it's totally up to you. Totally, totally up to you. The creative one who makes it. Okay. So there we go. Now, let's tuck that back in. Yeah. So there's mine. I hope you liked today's mass make and that you got to make some and had fun. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye.